Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. It's time for another mailbag. This one's going to be a little bit different because I originally recorded this a while back and looks like I deleted the video recording. So I don't have any bags to open, but I'm still going to show you the products because I've been using these for a while and I really like them. So I'm not going to show you anything that I ordered that I'm not happy with because that would be a waste of your time and my time. So let's get into it. All right, first product out of the gate is this Mechanic ESD fluid dispenser. And you've probably seen these if you've ever worked with electronics before. It is simply a way to get a liquid from the bottle to something else. And for a while, I was just using a syringe here. This is just loaded with my 99% IPA that I use for cleaning all the time. I will put a link. This you can get from Amazon. I've had this for years and I'm still not even halfway through it. I use it for cleaning my lasers, all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, back to this guy. This is a glass bottle, so very durable, unless you drop it on a tile floor or something like that. But you simply press down on this little top here a couple times, and then this little bowl fills with alcohol. And then you can use the next item that I will show you, which is this cleaning brush. And I know most people probably just grab an old toothbrush, and that can work fine. But let's quickly take a look at the difference between this brush and a toothbrush. So here we are on the microscope, and let me move that circuit board out of the way and refocus this, and just look at how fine these bristles are. There's my fingernail. These things are tiny, tiny, tiny as compared with a toothbrush. So here's an old grimy toothbrush. And especially when you're dealing with, micro soldering and cleaning in these tiny little nooks and crannies, you can see just how big and sparsely populated those toothbrush fibers are versus this little guy. You've got your little bowl of isopropyl alcohol here. You can just boom, boom, pop that down a couple times. And now this brush is loaded up with alcohol. And here is a circuit board that I took a switch off of. And I'm only going to do half of this, but you can just see how well this cleans. And it really has the ability to get into those little nooks and crannies. So highly recommend this brush. I will put links of everything I show today down below. Now, moving right along onto the next item is these nano cleaning sponges. And again, I want to give a shout out to NanoFix CA. Some of these products I saw on one of his videos and I thought I would try them out for myself. So this is just these tiny little, I know it's probably hard to see the divisions. They are already cut. So you can just simply pull a couple of these things out of the box. They break away and you get these individual cubes. And what I like to do is I take some very basic blunt nose tweezers. Can grab one of these little cleaning sponges here. Again, we grab our fluid dispenser, pop that down a couple times. You can load this up with alcohol. Back to our circuit board. This is also really good for cleaning up flux, these little areas here. And these can also get into some locations. The only downside to these is you can see here, like I have this spot here right in the center of the screen. That is a through hole cable. And so it's got little protrusions of the wires. And so that will tear up these little cubes like that. And it can leave a bit of residue, or not residue, but little tiny dots of this cleaning sponge back around. But if you're just using it on a circuit board where there isn't too much stuff, it works well. And of course you can use these wet or dry, and you can grab a dry one and kind of dab it around and clean up the area where you were working before. So that is our second item Or no, I guess that's actually our third item. Now, let's take a look at the next item. And that is this little holder. And it comes, you can get these in various sizes. This one is roughly, I've got a little scale here. So it's about 4 inches by 4 inches, or 100 millimeters squared. It's made for holding, obviously, small circuit boards. And it comes with these 2 clamps. And these guys are spring loaded. And you've got 2 different sides. You've got a little rubber grip that slips on here on one side. And then this is just metal, and it's got some teeth in it. But you can grab a small circuit board. We'll grab this guy again and put these things wherever you need it to be on here. Position them as so. And then you've got a space. It will hold your circuit board. And this has been working really well. I know I haven't posted any of my repair videos yet. Those are coming soon. When I first started working on some of this smaller stuff, I actually grabbed an old 3D printed or 3D printer plate from my Prusa Mini, put some rubber feet on the bottom of it, and then I made these little stands, 3D printed them with some magnets that I had gotten off of Amazon and some screws. And I was using these to hold the small circuit boards, and it worked okay. Problem was, every time I needed to move the circuit board around, I had to unscrew all of these and replace them and then screw them back down. So it was just kind of time consuming. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's much easier, because, you know, if you need to flip this board around, it's quite easy. You can do it in just a matter of a couple of seconds. So highly recommended. Again, they can come in various sizes. I would say I kind of wish I had more than 2, and I think that might be an option. I think you can just order these as well. But it's pretty heavy. It's very stable. It's got the foam on the bottom, so that works well. All right, 2 more items to go. Here we have some ceramic scissors. You've seen me on one of my mailbags. I had some ceramic tweezers. These are great. They're non-magnetic. They're very sharp. They will cut. So here we have some solder braid. They are sharp enough and strong enough to cut solder braid. So that works fine. One of the things I use these a lot for, just, you know, if you need a piece of solder, you can cut that as well. So those are very handy, and they come with this little protective cover so you don't stab yourself. But again, highly recommended product. And finally, we've got one last. This one I have used it once so far on, let's see, the MacBook repair that I recently, it's almost done. But these are just various tools. They're used for, primarily what I used them for was scraping and cleaning up solder paste. So I know I haven't done a lot of like any BGA repair or work like that, but I did use some solder paste in that. And these are just a great, nice, flat way to spread that or to move things around. And there's a bunch of different, you can see here, bunch of different tip styles. The glare makes it a little trickier to see, but a bunch of different tip styles and thicknesses. And these are relatively inexpensive, but did come in handy. So I'm sure I'll get plenty of use out of these in the near future. All right, folks, that will wrap up this mailbag episode. I just wanted to make sure that I got those parts out there, because you will be probably seeing those in some upcoming videos. And so I thank you. If you like the video, please take a moment to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop new videos. As always, I enjoy the time that we get to spend together here on the channel. Let's keep on learning, burning, printing, fixing, and growing together. Take care, everyone.